Thanks for joining me. This is Danny, and welcome to Build Brief number 14, in which I'm going to be starting a build of a very, very large tower to kind of, replace / cover up this large, huge, tall tower that is our mob farm. Some of you may recognize this world as the world that my son and I are playing in. This is 1.14.4, and it is vanilla. So this is going to be our first vanilla build brief. And I'm going to be building a very, very large tower, and the palette is mostly this, along with some green concrete and sandstone. There's going to be a lot of spruce in this build. The style is going to be kind of a retrofuturistic, steampunk-inspired style. It's going to be almost a little bit like a mage tower, with kind of a steampunk edge to it. I'm going to be doing a lot of wood and a lot of stone bricks, especially at the base. This tower is going to be built over the water, mostly. It's going to be, basically one corner is going to be about here, and then it's going to go out into the water, and there's going to be a boat dock under it. This build is going to be very much outside of my comfort zone. So if you've been following my builds over the years, you'll know that this is not something similar to what I usually do. I usually tend to do more modern type builds that look a little bit more realistic, like things that I see in everyday life. This one is not. So I'm going to be doing a lot of experimentation with this build. So I'm probably going to be changing things up a lot, and I'm going to be listening to you because I might need your help. So if you have any comments or ideas as I build this, of course, let me know in the comment section below. So what I'm going to try to get done today is basically the foundation. I want to get the main frame of this bottom part that's going to be hanging over the ocean, and the part that the boat dock is going to be under, and perhaps this first platform, and then just some of the framing going up. The way the frame is actually going to work is it's going to kind of, like, the bottom part is going to be pretty wide. It's going to narrow off, and then it's going to gradually kind of bevel out as it gets up to the mob farm. I'm thinking I might actually have kind of a spiral staircase going around the outside of it, like a wooden spiral staircase that just wraps around the whole thing, and probably multiple balconies and kind of overhangs on the way up, and just little details and little places where we can go out and take a look at the view around us and stuff. And maybe I'll even have a few kind of wraparound kind of porch, I guess decks maybe, at various places throughout. And of course up at the top where we have all our stuff, I'm going to definitely have a kind of a wraparound lookout. So I'm kind of excited for this build. I'm a little nervous because, like I said, this is different than anything I've ever done before. So let's get started. Well, phase 1 is complete. The foundation is done. Let's take a quick look. Obviously, we have a long way to go with this. But this is going to be, well, let's take a look at it from down here, because this is basically where the first floor is going to be. But there's probably going to be a floor on top of this, like some flooring block other than what's there. Let's get in the boat here. Where's my boat? Oh, whatever. Let's take this boat. So that is the foundation. Essentially, it's going to have, well, it has a stone foundation, and what the look I'm going for here is that we have some long wooden supports, and those are going to continue going up. And it's supposed to look like the stone is kind of supporting the wooden supports. So, yeah, that's how that is. I'm using walls there so that it doesn't take up the full block, so that we can still see the wood kind of poking through. And we've got some lighting down there, so we're gonna have like a boat dock. Now I had actually thought about having it kind of come down here too, and have like an additional support in the center of each of these. I might still do that. I'm not sure. The one problem that we have is that this is an even number, so I won't be able to have a single support. It'll have to be, I don't know, like maybe three arches, and then we would just go through the arch, and then we're actually going to have kind of a floor here at some point, and a boat dock, a wooden boat dock like that, and a wooden floor, and then all four sides are pretty much the same. And I still have some terraforming back there to do to kind of blend it in here. I'm going to have some stairs going up on the sides, and then we're also going to have probably like 2 staircases going up here. Although we won't really need them for practical reasons, because I actually brought the elevator all the way down here. So we can take this all the way up to the top of the tower, and then we also have ladders here that we can take up to here, and then the rest of the way up. So that's pretty much it. These supports, they go all the way down to the bottom on that side. I'm probably going to have to make these go, well, actually I won't. We can leave these the way they are, because you won't be able to see beyond there. Probably want maybe a little bit more lighting here. I put lighting down there just to prevent, because everything is covered up here, we would end up with a ton of those drown zombies, and yeah, that would be a real pain, because they'd be just swarming our boat dock down here. So next time, basically, we're gonna build. Well, we're gonna start on the next floor, which is gonna be a large. It's probably gonna be the largest part of the tower, with the exception of the top. Like, there's gonna be a really large top area. And why am I not in a boat right now? But that's when we're going to start using some of the other blocks that we talked about. Mobs were a bit of a problem with this build. I had I had a creeper explosion up there. Everything, all of my building supplies ended up on the ground. It was a mess. And yeah, it was a little bit scary. I thought I was going to lose some stuff, but I didn't. So if you do have any questions, comments, ideas, or whatever, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. And of course, I'm definitely open to any suggestions. It's one of the things I like about my build brief series, is that I'm stretching these builds over multiple episodes, which gives me plenty of time to hear any feedback that you guys have. And especially since this build is going to be, like I said, definitely out of my comfort zone, I'm happy to hear any of your feedback that you have. So I hope you join me next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.